CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up the hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, yes, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
Hello, everyone. This is the Political Insight. I'm sorry that we're late coming on, but we're still working on the logistic to bring you a better show. Tonight, there will be Sarah CMC officials joining me. It's going to be a spirited show. We have a lot of things to talk about on the agenda today. As you know, everyone is speaking about the budget. The budget is what everybody's talking about in Liberia, and it's an interesting topic. One of the things that I'm happy about is that our our country, the citizens of Liberia, they are learning and they are very aware of what they want the government to do for the country. They also know what they expect, better health care. They know what they expect in terms of infrastructure development. They know what to expect in terms of education. So I'm very happy to see that Liberians are just asking the right questions about the budget. I also know very well that, we are CMC, Citizens Movement for Change. We're changing the way that politics is done in Liberia. Today, and hopefully we'll have the opportunity for you to hear a little bit of Honorable Musa Hassan Bili's speech. He looked at the budget, he altered the budget, he told us some of the things that Liberians should expect when they look at a budget. They should look at a budget that is more developmental focused. That's what he was talking about today. And, I've never in my many years of living seen a political party dissect, x-ray, and look at the budget and educate the Liberian people about what to expect in a budget. And I was very proud to have to see my political leader doing that for the Liberian people. As you probably know, my name is Dr. Francine Chenoweth Richardson, and I'm the global chair of the CMC.
Yeah, so your earphone.
As I said today, I'll be joined by many. Just excuse me, I'm being called a second here from the studio. Just excuse me 1 second. Okay. As you know, in show business, things got to go on. The show got to go on, and for the show to go on, we have to cover some little logistical stuff. But I don't know if you're watching me. I'm so happy and so pleased, so excited to have in the studio Madam Binta Bility, the lone soldier. Sometimes some people like to call her, but she's gonna introduce herself. She's gonna tell us a lot about the different auxiliary groups that she's in charge of. So, Madam Binta, I love your outfit. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Can you just tell us a little bit about you and your role at CMC, the fastest growing political party? The
Okay, good evening. Good evening, good morning to everyone listening to us now. My name is Binta Bility, National Chair for Auxiliary CMC,
Mhm.
and we are enjoying everything going on around Liberia because when you are working for something that you are not struggling with, it's one of the best things that can happen for you. But if you are working and you are struggling to convince people, talk to people, it will make you tired. But with CMC, we cannot get tired because the people are not tired calling us every day, every time. They don't have special hour. They will call anytime. So that will energize you more to move. So you don't have any reason to sit home. This is why most of the time, if you go to the office, you will not see us there because you have something to do every day, except you say, I am tired today, but they will not let you be. So, CMC is something, is a movement that energizes us, everybody, because the Liberian people are moving towards CMC. Many times I hear people saying, oh, Musa Beneteja, wasting your money, they will eat your money and go. you are fooling yourself, because people are coming to CMC not for money, and you will come and be surprised. Honestly speaking to you, CMC, you will go mobilize and you will not hear people talking about money, like give me money and blah blah, because they believe that CMC political leader believe in development. So all they need is they are looking for something to be done in their communities. They are not asking us for physical money. You will only see people asking, can you tell the political leader to fix this road for us, rehabilitate this place, or something to do. But it's not what people think that when you hear Musa Belete, it mean Musa, I mean there's money all over the place. No, what thing they need to believe, I mean, they need to understand is, wait for without CMC Musa Belete, he believed in giving. That is in nature. It has nothing to do with the party. So those who think that coming to CMC means money, they are fooling themselves. But when they will come to realize that CMC is a serious entity, it's a serious place to be. And so they will just be disappointed one way, but they will see everything. CNC people don't really, care about what's going on, what's not going on. All they know, we should move. Every day they're making confusion. Oh, we call you, you're not coming. We're calling you, not coming, and you will not be able to see everybody the same day. So you have to schedule people, and every day, every day, every day, every day. It's a good thing. We are very, very busy, and CMC keeping us, busy, and CMC keeping us energized, because anything that you love, you don't get tired or fed up with the people, because the CMC people love CMC. And every day, I'm telling you, maybe you will hear my voice and know that a little bit hoarse, because this time, even when the PO were having a press conference, we have to hold some people and say, wait until the press conference can finish so we can have the conversation. And up to 8 o'clock, I will stay at the office having meeting with people and rescheduling other people for tomorrow, and the weekend. So we are doing better and we'll do more. Thank you.
Yes, you just heard from the beautiful, the wonderful, the strong, the competent, the industrial, the everything I want to say. Mrs. Binta Ability, she's been out in the field. She told you one of the things that she said that sounded like music to my ear. That this is
Okay.
not like work for her. This is something that we in the CMC would love doing. She just kind of amplified that for us, to say that, when you want to bring change to the country, uh, it's not work. When you go to the people, they're ready to move. They want to see something different. And this is what we have to offer. So I want to also just take this time to introduce uh, the chairperson for United States and Canada, uh, Miss Vicky Sendolo Zulu. She's going to come and tell you a little bit about, what she does in the United States and the
Hi,
state
babe.
of the union. And then, of course, I wanted to see Mr. Victor Nami. I got all the big people that here to do my people. So Mr. Victor Nami, who's the SG for CMC Global, he's also here today. He's also going to speak to you a little bit about what he's doing and how the state of CMC. So I'm going to turn to you now, Miss Victoria Sendulu. Yes, Victoria Sendulu Zulu.
Hey, partner. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm so happy to see you. Like, it's
Thank
a
you. Me too.
thing.
I'm
You
so
always
excited.
see us on there firing. Yeah, we're doing good. We believe in this movement. That's why it should be. Like you said, something you said about how CMC energize people.
Yes.
I'm just always excited when it's come, especially with online, even if we are not seeing face to face. Once we are having meetings about CMC, it's just so exciting. I don't know. There's something because of what Honorable Musa Ability is doing. This man
Yes.
is doing so much good. He's doing a lot for the Liberian people. the Liberian people having to believe in him. Don't mind the noise. Don't mind the other noise, whether they will eat the money or not. Our Liberian people, I will continue to say it. Their mindset is changing. Their
Yes.
mindset is changing. It's not that people believe in results. They believe in so much result. And I think that's what they stand for. So I'm just going to tell you, yeah, my name is Victoria Sendolo Zulu. I'm the U.S. chair person here, the new chair person for U.S. and Canada. And I will tell you that, hey man, I mean, the whole entire CMC network is just like a competition or something. Nobody wants to be left behind. As you guys are working over there, the only thing we don't have is we don't have our women wing yet, but we are also working here hard. We have no chapter. We only have one chapters, but we're looking to get more chapters. And then we have our event coming up. I think that is actually conducting this. You're going to say a lot about. We have a lot of news, CMC news tonight. But I just want to tell you that the US is doing better, and we're recruiting. We are on it. People are believing us. People are turning our way. People are coming on board. So it's really exciting. Thank you so much and welcome here. Yeah, it's
Thank
comfortable.
you.
I will tell you that. You would like to hear.
Thank you. And congratulations to you and the rest of the people. Mr. Nangbe, how are you?
Miss Billy,
Congratulations.
how are
Yeah,
you? Yeah,
I'm
it's
good.
good.
I'm good. And I've been following the both of you, even though tonight is the first time we're meeting, seeing each other. But I mean, I've been following it. It's really, really good. And I'm happy for all of you to take your time to put it in, behind CMC, because Liberia province is not who going to lead. Liberia province is system. Collectively, we can bring that system to make sure that when CMC come to power, CMC will bring something that Liberia will benefit forever. It's not just going to be the time that CMC will be ruling. So thanks to every one of you.
The feeling
Thank
is
you.
mutual. I mean, we follow you guys also, and thank you ever so much for what you do, Mr. Toby as well. Thank you very much. Yes, we follow you so much. So tonight we get to meet. Finally, this is good. I think I will be doing this more often. So it is really good to be with you. So by introduction, quickly, yeah, J. Victor Nangwe. I was formerly the Northeast Region chair. So as the global chair has indicated, as well as my new USA chair. We're still in the formative stages trying to build this thing. But yes, you're very right. The excitement, is humongous. And we're enjoying it. We're having a good time. And so, but thank you all for what you do, especially today. We witnessed what happened today. We think this is what an opposition is supposed to do. To provide the other story on the other side of the coin. The government comes up with their proposals. A responsible opposition is supposed to show, what is possible. Is this what they're telling us? Is this real, or is this pie in the sky? And so we are very, very happy about what happened today, Mr. Toby. We saw your presentation. Kudos to all of you guys. And we're very happy again. I'm sure we will delve deeper into what happened today and among other things. So it's good to be with you here tonight.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Nambwe. Thank you very much. I want to turn our attention now to Mr. Maxwell Smith Tobe. We saw
I'm
you
sorry that
today.
I didn't forget my man Ansu and Henry in the back. I gotta acknowledge you. So thank you, and thanks to our audience as well. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to share the show. You got to do that. If you can't do
Yes.
that, then there's no point in coming here. Share the show. Tell somebody we're here. Invite
Thank
someone to
you.
join us. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome,
Um,
welcome, Mr. Number. Welcome.
yes. So let's go to Mr. Maxwell Smith Tobe, and then we're going to go to Ansu in terms of introducing yourself and giving us your opening thoughts before we dive into the biggest talk of the country, which is the budget.
Well, again, let me say thank you. That is a rather good time to be back here on this platform. Let me again say welcome to Mr. Nangbe. It's a wonderful time seeing you. Like Binta have said, we missed out on Vic for the last 2 days. It's good seeing you. We hope you've come to stay. That technical glitch that he experienced, we hope that will not be the case. But like we all have said and continue to say, this is a family. And the more we hold together and discuss the reason why we are united is because of the CMC. We've gotten to know one another through this platform, through this body, through this organization, and we are building bond as family. The common interest is the Liberian people, and we've come with different expertise. We are holding on with our professional ideology to blend that with the political leader of the CMC, his vision for Liberia. And we are hoping that the people of Liberia will understand that this is a new dispensation. We've come as a new institution, introducing a lot of new stuff in our political landscape. People are not easy to adapt to change, but we know that along the way, the changes that the CMC loves to see happen in Liberia will gradually be accepted. There will be ups and downs. There will be obstacles along the way. But the way we hold together to press forward with a common front in removing those obstacles from ahead of us will make us a very great party. And Liberians are gradually gravitating towards the CMC. We are happy that our effort, in joining the CMC is now gaining fruit, and we are faithful that once we stay together, stay on course, support one another, we can make a very big progress at the end of the day. So I'm happy to be here, Mr. Nangbe. Good to see you again. And there's a lot to talk about tonight. I just want to use these few words as my opening comments.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll turn our attention now to Ansu. Ansu,
Yeah, thanks. Wonderful. Thanks. Yeah, thanks so much, Dad. And we'll say again, welcome, folks. We are here again tonight. And as Mr. Toby said, it's going to be a wonderful and a great show. So much we have on our decks here to have you informed, especially from the end of our CMC. So great to be here tonight and happy to be in studio as my guest. Was already had.
Yeah.
So thanks to Madam Bida for honoring our invitation to be here with us tonight up to 1:30 Liberian time.
Thank you.
Yes. So I want to just say thank you to everyone. I want to take this time to just recognize our audience a little bit. And as Mr. Namwe said, please share this show. So just give me a few seconds because you guys are so important to, CMC and to you being here. So Abraham Bogart says, great move, leader. Basa Man, he says, CMC, we're here. Nuhan Sagari, who is heading the North Africa CMC group. He is also here. Oh boy, I just lost my notes here. Okay, let me just go back to. Okay, good. I have it back now. Let me just give me a second. Kevin Passover is here. Lawrence Yan Yene. He wanted to know why there are so many women on board with the CMC. Well, continue watching. You get your answer. Jeremiah Williams, he have something negative to say, but in CMC we don't do well with negativity. We keep pushing and pressing on. So if you stay here and keep watching, you might become a CMCmer. So thank you for joining us, Jeremiah Williams. Mom Victoria Son says Team CMC. Elubility, he says CMC is strong on the move. Lawrence Yine says Victoria Sendula Zulu, once from Yangbang, and you got to be up to the task. Once you are from Yangbang, that's what he's saying. You have to be up to the task. You are up to the task. Congratulations, Mama. So this is from Mr. Yine. Prince Zina, he said, do you people think Most ability is to change. Yes, we do think that. Otherwise, we won't be sitting here. But like I said, we focus on positivity, we focus on movement, we focus on energy. So we welcome you to CMC whenever you're ready. Our arms will warmly receive you. Kamara Saka, he says he's happy to see the team together. I hope our victory is certain. Keep praying, Kamara. Keep praying, and we'll keep working hard and praying and using everything that is in us. Every fiber that is in us, we'll keep using that. My sister-in-law, Brenda Richardson is here. Happy birthday to you. I'm working hard to see you this weekend. I know you want us to see you this weekend. So happy birthday. And thank you for supporting the CMC and being here. Lai Kuma, he said, great people. Thank you. Most classical, Oliver Davis, it says, wonderful. This is our home. Yes, we will wholeheartedly welcome you. I see Ansu Tella is also here, and of course I called Richard name as well. And I'm just looking for people name who I have not welcomed yet. Mr. Abraham Tingba is watching from Monserrato. Siliki Chroma is also watching, saying that he just passing through. Wait a minute, don't rush. You can stay and listen to us. Don't just rush through. And of course, we want to also invite everyone to just enjoy. Sit back. We're going to have a wonderful show for you and just enjoy. I'd like to just start by, Mr. Toby, I'm going to go to you right now. And I'm just going to ask you to give us an overview of what happened today in regards to the budget. How was CMC instrumental to the Liberian people today? I think if I want to believe in my long life of living, some people, my mom would say a short life of living, but this is my first time seeing democracy in action. Democracy was in action. It was good for our country to see this. So you want to just tell us a little bit your thoughts, and then we'll go around and just get everybody's view on what they saw happening today regarding to the budget in Liberia?
Well, again, like you rightly said, for some of us who been around for a while now, especially around political institutions, except for the normal, I will say, zekwe, or protest, disagreement on policy issue, the CMC approach seemed to be, a very different one. We know in time past, the political actors in our country would do the normal thing like we started seeing on Facebook. Every time there is a national budget, individually, people read the budget and they find line items in the budget that is of interest to them. And they will go down to those line items and just raise, concern to find a really parted approach, respond to budget conversation or even address by the president of the country. Sometimes people will not do it maybe for weeks, and the Liberian people will be left to make their own judgment. So when we announced last evening before the start of the response by the political leader of the CMC, when we informed the public that the PL will address the nation or speak to the media on the submitted draft budget, it was a little bit strange, and some people who's been around the politics did not see it as a favorite approach. They may have thought that we were going to be the same normal, political actors who would just take one line item and say, "Oh, there's no money for health," and that will be maybe the subject matter, and everyone else will follow that conversation. But I think what we've done, and I want to say thank you to all of the technocrats, who's been working since the draft budget came out, was to take our time to go to the budget line by line, read it, and analyze it very well, and then prepare what was being presented today. And it was actually interesting because it was well attended by the media. We had almost all of the media institutions in the country develop interest, and they came at the party headquarters today. It was actually rewarding. We have to create our own setup, which I'm sure all of you follow very well, and it has given us, now that we've presented a counter TC to what the government presented as a draft, we have created a lot of opener or line items that others will now pick to make as a talking point. So moving forward, as of tomorrow, like we're doing tonight, I've been following the PL on other outlets in the sense today, trying to put forth what we as CMC, discovered. And we were not just making comments today, we were telling Liberian people what, as a party called CMC, could do better than what was being presented. So we were also making recommendations. So I think the government itself will now understand that there is a party, a very responsible party, that will not just want to protest because of the budget, that will not, come about to just talk about things that they haven't read about. So those who understand the figures, those who understand the literature, is a whole team, and that teamwork have started to speak for us. I've been speaking to some very high-profile people, and they are very impressed with the approach of the CMC. And I'm sure moving forward, what we presented today will become the talking point for the next few weeks or few days, because our counter to the draft budget will be referenced, and I'm sure we've lifted the budget conversation to another level. I want to say congratulations to all of us, because for the past few weeks, it's been back and forth and people making research. Those who understand the economy play their part. Those who understand the health issue, how to play the part. Those who understand the agriculture sector. So we touch every aspect of the budget, and we'll raise some very serious concern, which of course we'll be talking about tonight. So it was good, especially for us that were involved in the organization today and making sure that it came up to the public. I just want to say it's been a very, very good time, and we can continue from that path.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna move over to Madam Binta Ability, who's in the studio today. She can't be with us for too long, so she's just gonna give a few thoughts in her experience. It's just how magical it was for you today to just see the headquarters decorated and ready for the budget. If you give me a second, Madam Binta Ability, I know you have to go. I want to just play this video just for the people who are watching to just see how magical it was today at the headquarters, how we look presidential. So let me just play that. It's a short video.
Yeah.
For those of you joining us on the video platform invited here and following us on radio, Truth FM in radio, Truth FM secretary and all radio stations across the country, we want to say you are wholeheartedly welcome. We now want to take this time to recognize our party officials who are present, and on behalf of the party, we want to say you are wholeheartedly welcome. At this point, we will join Honorable Musa Hassan Belti, political leader of the CMC, for the statement representing the citizen representative elected, discussing the CMC presented as a budget.
I'm sorry I had to cut it off, not unintentionally when the PO was about to speak, but there was a lot of noise in the background. Maybe it's way how I did the recording. But Binta, I want you to just give us a few words because I know it's late in Monrovia. And thank you for making a sacrifice. This is what we do as CNCmers. We come out, we make sacrifices, and we answer the call. So could you please just give you a few thoughts, and then I know we'll excuse you because you have to go. But thank you, and I know that this is not our last time seeing you.
Because many times you will see me like this because spending the whole day going around. Definitely you will look tired, but don't mind me. I can stay here for the for the whole time of the show, and I will not get tired because this is what we promised to do, and we're going to do it to our best. So we are here together.
Thank you. Thank you.
So today was great. And it's not just about the budget, what the PO said about the budget, I mean about the government side of the budget, but for me, what he read about what CMC is going to do, I was more interested in that. And that was really, really what a serious government should do. It should be like the CMC for the people, by the people, for the people. So as a government, your interest should be your people. But if you going to put up a billion or more than $1 billion budget and you cannot see anything serious in it for agriculture, you cannot see anything serious in it for education, you cannot see anything serious in it for health care, then I don't know what that budget was for. That were not for the Liberian people, because even the security is a threat. That our security, you cannot find anything in it to say securities are going to be comfortable. We need a comfortable security to be, a better country. But if your securities are struggling, it's not a good thing for the country. And our securities are struggling. We can see it. They don't have to say it. We're going around. We can see it. Education, still a mess in the country. Healthcare, nothing. We don't have government hospital. I can tell you that. Because what you can spend in the government hospital is even more than what you will spend in private hospital. I experience it. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just saying it. I compared JFK to Catholic hospital, and I come to realize that Catholic hospital were even cheaper than JFK. It's a sad thing to say. JFK should be the government hospital to seek the interest of the less fortunate people who can afford to go to government hospital. But unfortunately today, you cannot just get up as a poor person to say, I'm going to government hospital, and you think you will not spend. So it was sad that I did not see or hear anything in the budget, addressing the health care of our country. That was very, very sad for me. But I was happy to also hear the political leader talking about what CMC will do for the Liberian people. So this thing, we will live by it, and we're going to sell that, that statement to the Liberian people. And the Liberian people are already on our side, majority already on our side. So if we're going to tell them again what the CMC is going to do for the people, definitely, trust me, we don't have anything to stress about when it comes to the Liberian people coming to CMC. Because CMC is the only way forward right now. Many of our people are tired. They're looking for a new party with good vision. They're not just looking for a new party, but they're looking for a party like CMC. Because our political leader saw himself even before becoming a political leader. So we don't have much to say to the people when we go out. When they see you, they say, oh, is this Musa Belete party here? CMC, yes. Musa Belete party, okay, that's the party I wanted to go to say. thank God you're here already. You know, so you can't get tired. And for
Great.
us,
Thank you.
we have come to bring different things to the auxiliary, not the usual auxiliary. Because normally you have auxiliaries that will just people will say, I got 100 people here, I got 200 people, I got 500 people. But for us, everybody that comes with group, we put you into structure and work with you as a structure. That we will have record on what you're saying to us. We don't want to depend on people telling us that they got group and you cannot, define that group, or you cannot depend on it. Because if for staying around political party means you should learn. So we have learned something new. We have learned something from the past, and we cannot apply what happened in the past. We have to learn from it and bring and turn it into new thing to CMC. So that's what we are doing, and it is working very, very well. That's why we're not just in Monrovia. We go to the rural area, we speak to people, we make sure kids are in school under the CMC. So it's a good thing. We're working differently. That
Yes,
CMC,
thank you.
people will be shocked. Those who say, "Oh, Mr. Benedict," no, they will be shocked.
Thank
Trust
you.
me.
Thank you. You're
They will be
hearing
shocked.
the voice of Madam Binta Ability. She's telling us as the chairperson for the auxiliary team. She's out in the field a lot, and she's bringing us firsthand information about what she is experiencing in the field. People are gravitating to CMC because they want a change. I want to turn my attention now to J. Victor Nangbe. He is the SGCMC Global. He's almost like my right left hand person. We kind of like to, we just have to talk whether he like me or not. And if someone say whether he like you or not, between you and Vicky, y'all got to talk to me almost
Trust
every
me.
day.
I,
Okay.
I enjoy
So
I enjoy talking to you. I never get tired talking to you. But
yes,
yeah, and thank you again, Ms. Billy. I know you're about to leave, but I'm listening to you, and you're telling us your experience in the field, and you're telling us that because of what you see, you can never get tired. I think that's very impressive. We see a little bit of it on this side too. Everywhere we go, people want to talk about it, CMC. There's some who, want to point out the negatives, and we get it. Because right now we have the target on our backs because we are the fastest growing, most talked about political party right now in the space, and so we understand that. We embrace it, and we're going to run with it. We're going to do the best we can. We'll continue to recruit. So I want to thank you as you're leaving us. Like you said, you will continue to meet here. You said this is not going to be a last, so that is also encouraging. So thank you very much again. Look forward to seeing you back here again soon.
thank
The
you.
chair didn't say she also. She said she was also. Mr. Language, she said she was also.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Okay. I got a text saying that it was,
Yeah.
but anyway,
Okay.
maybe I was. But anyway, Mr. Nangme, I wanted you to just speak about the budget.
Right.
What
Right.
you saw and what you heard today.
Yeah.
How did you see CMC contributing to democracy in terms of Mr. Honorable Ability speaking like a leader today?
Yeah. Like a leader. I mean, first of all, the setup alone, again, thanks to Mr. Toby, Ms. Vinta, Ms. Ability, and everybody else. This setup looked very presidential,
Yes.
and he has to begin to play the part, look presidential, because in Liberia, it's not only about substance. Most of our people are about the form, your presentation, and I thought the optics of this look very, very good. So, there's a lot that was delivered today, and we'll unpack it over the next several days.
Correct.
But I have to say this: one, it is easier to point out, the flaws, but it is difficult to point out solutions. And so today, the fallacies in this budget were identified. There are lots of them, and then we put out solutions, how we will do it differently and do it more efficiently They talk about the whole, fraud, waste, and abuse, how we're going to abolish all of that, enhancing and improving our income collection system, streamlining the process, introducing, technology and digitizing the process. So there's a whole lot that was put out there. We recognize the paltry contribution to, say, education. What we intend to do, increase it by 15% over the first year, and then over the next year, increase it by about 20%. And then we look at the contrast between the sector that we know employs more than 60% of our Liberians, which is agriculture, whether it's subsistence farming or whatever. And that sector got only 1% increase, if I remember.
Yes,
so
you're right.
yeah, exactly. So, and this is one of the pillars of the arrest agenda. And so there are lots of contradictions, and we'll continue to unpack them over the next couple of days. But again, like Mr. Toby said, I know it took a lot of coming together, drawing from various experts in the field, because the presentation did look that of a substance put together by a group of very experienced and very knowledgeable people. So I'm very pleased. That's what we've been talking about. That we brought that up on the meeting on Saturday.
Yes.
That we needed a policy, think tank to begin to do such things.
That's right.
We have policy papers, and so today, very pleasing that a lot of people. I got a lot of calls from over here too. A lot of people, even people who usually troll us on Facebook. I was saying I put on my post. I'm looking. I'm waiting for them. They haven't come out on my post because I think they're digesting. They don't know where to start. So again, kudos to the team. Great job. You guys did great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and this is what we expect. We expect that our political party will be always assessing, x-raying the good and the bad of our country. So, and I also enjoy the presentation. It just, put me in a good mood. Like Liberia is getting back to what we expect. Liberia is on the right path. We're on the right trajectory. But I have some excerpts from the budget speech today, and I'm going to actually read one of them and kind of ask you your thoughts about it, Ms. Sandula. And of course, please feel free, to also talk about what's on your mind relating to the budget. The first one says the 2026 national budget before us is not just a document of numbers. As you probably heard, Ms. Sandula, the Minister of Finance thought it was just numbers, so he had to present it twice. He forgot something.
He did.
And this is, and that's what our PL is saying. It's not just about numbers. Okay. He went on further to say it should mirror, reflecting our nation's soul. That's what the budget should be. When you plan a budget in your house, just imagine you prioritize what is important to you. And that's what he's saying, our nation's soul. But sadly, instead, the budget tells the story of a government that has mastered the art of taxing and spending, but forgotten their secret duty to build and serve. Okay, there's two words, build and serve, is what the CMC would like to offer. At this point, we're seeing from time immemorial a budget that just wants to just spend and tax our people, spend and tax our people. Yeah, we're saying no. We are here to build our country, improve the infrastructure as our PL is doing, and we are also here to serve. So I wanted to just get your views and your thoughts about those things, and anything else you want to talk about relating to the budget is also fair game here. Vicky, we can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
I have a trauma already. So when you said we can't hear them, please not again.
I know we hear you now. Yeah. I know the glitch, yeah.
Right. So thank you again, once again, for giving me the opportunity to address this budget issue that has been trending. I mean, trending everywhere. So for each time things that they happen, I just feel good. That I like that everyone else keeps saying. Budget. Let's go to the organization. How it will address. That was, I think, most people's favorite. Yeah, already been said.
Mm-hmm.
That we are not just, at times people will say, oh, this is not the right thing to do. You didn't do it the right way. But then they don't tell you how to do it the right way or what would be the right way to do it. I see today, or I heard today in the presentation, I heard 2 Y's, 2 W, what and why, and I also heard or how.
Mm-hmm.
The why was the concern. What actually brought us to this? That we have to come in or have a press conference about budget. That means it was concerning. The budget was not explicit. It was concerning. It was eyebrow raising. It was something that it was doubting. And part of it was unbelievable. That was the why. The what was the how it was handled, the presentation was handled. What can we do to make it better? If a CMC or when CMC take office, this is what we would do. This is what we could do. This is what we think would have been the best way to carry this, to prepare this budget. It was also explained. Now the how was what, how can we do it? The method. I see suggestions or recommendations about, technology resources. It will explain. That's the how. So it's why, what, and how. I saw everything in that presentation. And the how was, what can we do? How can we go about it? What resources are we going to use? What technology were mentioned in other ways? And they talk about agriculture. They stress on agriculture. On the presentation today, your Liberian budget, your national budget, I don't see the revenue besides raising taxes on people. The revenue was not clear, but our PL actually created a revenue for these people today as to how will we get this money back.
Yes.
Agriculture, how will you create a budget and the revenue is totally missing? The only thing you see is raising taxes on the same poor people. So how you helping them? Why should we celebrate that the budgets are going up when taxes are about to get high up? And guess what? It's the Liberian people they're going to raise taxes on. It's not foreigner. Liberian people don't raise taxes on foreigner like that. It's the same poor Liberian people they're going to raise taxes on. And then the PR was there saying the revenue, saying agriculture, how will you invest in agriculture? You pay attention to agriculture, what you get back as a revenue. Those are the important things that they forgot about, and we just stress everything out. So today's presentation was really good. It's like we were redoing these people's budget to them.
Yeah.
Now, let me say this. When it comes to benevolence, where it has to do with hospital, teachers, I think we just discussed that not too long ago, how teachers should be paid good so that our kids can get better education. Because the teacher get exhausted. And anybody that doesn't get paid or compensated when they're doing something, it weakens them. Mm-hmm. It don't energize them. Yeah, they get tired because they got to feed a family. So these are the problems that Liberia is facing, especially when it comes to education sector. So, people have been saying it, and I think the government is not listening. People have been complaining how teachers should be paid. Even the newly representative from Nima, District Number 5, I think in his very first press release, he mentioned that teachers should be paid. Everybody's saying it, but I don't know if the government is actually listening. When people are talking about teachers should be paid right, the school system should improve. And then you guys just made a budget, and then teachers pay are not even something that will boost us. That means they're not listening. They're not looking at where the rest of the Liberians are looking. They're not looking at direction. So it's less benevolence, attention. It's all about salary. That's what I think. So it was good that this came about, and then we actually, like I said earlier, literally we were reconstructing or remaking this budget for these people. And before I start or I close on this issue, I would take this time to appeal to our lawmakers that it shouldn't only be Musa Hassan Beniti or CMC raising this issue. I'm appealing to them that they please join the few that has problem with this budget and see if the budget can be resubmitted or consider it as just a projected budget and rearrange it so that the key areas that people are supposed to benefit, so they can rearrange that and remake the budget. And it can take one person to do it. So I'm praying and hopeful that these lawmakers will come together, and John Musa Hassan Bediti and others that believe that this budget is not actually beneficial to our society to not approve this budget. He doesn't have to be senator like I heard other person today. He's just a representative. He's doing too much. No. Okay, now senators, join him. Join him, that petition to this. Let rearrange this budget. That's my message to the Liberian people, all the Liberian lawmakers.
Thank you so much, Madam Sentolo Sulu. And then, there was a commentator who asked why there are a lot of women out here. I'm sure when you hear Madam Binta and Madam Sentolo Sulu speak and how they are incorporated with our good old Smith Toby and also Mr. Victor Name, you want to see more of this presentation, Liberia, integration of just men and smart, brilliant men and women. So for you ask why there are a lot of women out here, I hope we're answering you. But I'm going to turn my attention now to Mr. Toby. Our political leader, I was going to call him our president, but our political leader talked about how this government is just taxing and spending. And we also know that time immemorial, we've been having and hearing about this building, this $10 million that was spent to build a presidential palace in Foya. That is an example of taxing and spending our Liberian people. We also heard on I think it was on the radio today on the T-Max show that the Minister of Public Works was asked today to discuss this Foya presidential palace. And he was specifically asked, did you get any design or drawings? Like you had asked the CMC political leader, that he had asked, you were very instrumental in, the bridge covering the Jaw River. And he couldn't, he fumbled, in my opinion. I like a lot of football words, but he fumbled. He went up and down. He wasn't, telling us the truth. He referred us to the executive mansion. So to me, it's an example of taxing and spending unnecessarily to the Liberian people. Okay, do we want to and wrap that up in your answer? Do we want to prioritize a presidential palace right now, or do we want to prioritize the agriculture sector that was not prioritized in the budget? As Mr. Name said, there was only a little increase. So can you speak on to that? Your thoughts?
Well, again, thank you, Dad. And I think we are making a very huge contribution to our democracy. And to see a country like ours and thinking that we will develop this country that is over many years from a budget formulation that has never been sincere is a disservice to the country. If you go deep in the budget like the CMC has done, and looking at the way in which the planners of the budget made the zero allocation, it tells you that the people of Liberia weren't captured in the budget. I think the budget, the places where they intend to put the money or where they place the money, it's not about the market women out there. It's not going to go the way of people who are struggling for rural connectivity. It is in offices. It is in presidential projects. You find it in the security sector, in part of the security sector. For example, the NSA. That's one portion of the Liberian budget that, the operators of this budget think that they can put money, because no one go about asking security people, how they spend the money. They are not making report to the Liberian people. Everything is about security operation and a lot of different things. But in the health sector, education, agriculture, which of course the current president have said to the Liberian people that's the part of the world that he understands, agriculture. But see the way in which they portion what goes to agriculture. We are a country that is, waiting for the Chinese or the Pakistanis to produce our staple. We have stayed here doing Asian farming. There's no way we've introduced mechanized farming. We have presidents who come here and they were economists. For example, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She told us she was a trained Harvard, economist. And the country did not, see much in terms of the growth in our, in our country. Today, we are blessed to have an individual who said he's learned a lot about agriculture. So if I'm a journalist and become president one day, I'm going to put more into the profession that I understand. People will expect to see, better in terms of what go to state broadcasters, the media landscape, because that is my field. That is what, I've learned. So people should see that different, in that profession. But how can a president who understands agriculture, or individual who understands agriculture become president and then abandon supporting that field of studies? Liberians, we are staying here and talking about people should do substantive farming and think that we will feed ourselves when there's a president who doesn't see, putting money into farming to make sure that even the smallholders, farmers, can become empowered so that our full base can be something that Liberians will talk about. But here we are. Even the government itself should now be held responsible, because the way they put the budget, the way they've done it, everything in every sector, in their personal space, they've doubled it. It's not just about the money going, the budget going up. How do they even intend to raise that money? Taxes, like we mentioned in the write-up from the CMC. So they'll collect the money, they spend it as per their own, priorities. What satisfies the president? What satisfies the vice president? What goes to the speaker office? What goes to the pro tem? What goes to the personal security? And they are not thinking about what goes to the University of Liberia. What goes to JFK? I heard Binta talking about JFK. What goes to, those hospitals around the country that they call government-run hospital? But they will collect the taxes from the Liberian people. We are not even good at paying tax. And you do a budget that you think that you will collect the money from the Liberian people to support the budget. So it is a disservice to the people, and it is not sensitive, it is not helpful. Then, worst of all, like you mentioned, they are using the resources of the country to build or develop a project that no one seems to take account of. It's becoming so discouraging that the Minister of Public Works, who deny a construction of a bridge because of blueprint, will have no idea of a multi-million-dollar project in the home of the president. So who gave them the blueprint, or how did they qualify that blueprint that the people building there in Foya? If the Minister of Public Works has no idea, and he should be qualifying projects in the country. Today, he performed in a way that now Liberians should now get up and go to Foya and take siege of the project, because no one seems to own that project. If you ask the president, press secretary, she will tell you that the project, the presidential project. If you go and ask the people at the Ministry of Information, they will tell you the project for the Mano River New York. If you go and ask the Minister of State, he says he got no idea about the project. If you go and ask the Minister of Public Works, who is responsible for all government architecture design, qualify, and make sure it is done with standard, he said it's a security project. It's a security project. So he refer us now, Liberian people should go to the mansion to ask, why do people keep treating the country this way? So if the project has no ownership, then Liberians should go and take seats of the project. If it is for the Mano River, it is for ECOWAS, that security project. The executive mansion has no idea about it. Who owns the project in Foya? If it is our taxpayer money, like they were being former president, we had to say he built condominium here, and and other people took money and they did this. Asset recovery is running after people, but this is broad day robbery. No ownership for a project that is estimated to cost over $10 million is something that Liberians should be very concerned about. And the budget explains all that. And the CMC wants to do that differently. That's the reason why we've highlighted the faults in the budget. We highlighted the faults in the budget, and the national legislature that will be discussing this budget. The reason why we'll talk about it, and the CMC will talk, other actors will talk, because those who are benefiting from the budget are sitting on top of the budget discussion.
Yes.
They are sitting on top of the budget discussion. So you think the man who is controlling Ways, Means, and Finance will not understand this budget, but he knows that the budget will benefit his office, Ways, Means, and Finance. They'll do all of the little allocation here and there. They will just make the conversation around the budget, and at the end of the day, believe me, they may just take 1 cent, 2 cents from this point to another point, just for the conversation sake of it. But that budget will definitely pass.
Thank you.
It's going to go to the offices. They're going to enjoy it at the expense of the Liberian people.
Thank you, Mr. Toby. I want you to read a second excerpt from the budget summary there. And I'm sure, because this has been an issue, a long-standing issue within the practice of good governance after the bad governance in Liberia. And our political leader today said that we will propose a legislation on legislative salary cap at $5,000 per month. We know that they tend to take, if you include all the benefits, at least $16,000 home, anywhere between $10,000 and $16,000 home. And he wants to trim the inflated salaries of senior appointed public administrators by 40%, making public service about serving the people, not personal enrichment. So he wants to cap all the legislators. Their salary would be $5,000 a month, compared to what we've been hearing, anywhere between $10,000, $16,000. And then he also wants to reduce public administrators, ministers, assistant ministers, and what have you, reduce it by 40%, so that they wouldn't be enriching themselves. So I want to go to you, Mr. Nangwe, before we go to Madam Binta. What are your thoughts on that? It's been a long-standing problem, long-standing conversation. What do you think?
It's been a long-standing problem, Doc, and like we always say, the solutions to most of the problems that plague our country are staring us right in the face. It's just the leadership and the willingness to do the right thing that has been the problem. The CMC is putting forth solutions. They're talking about how they will pay for the promises they're making. For instance, to increase the spending on education. How are they going to pay for it? And that's one of the things they're talking about. Cap the salary of lawmakers to $5,000 and no more, which many people have even expressed, including Dillon himself has said that. But they are not able to, plug up the courage to do so. And the CMC is saying, that's what we'll do. One of the things the PL mentioned in the delivery is we're getting this windfall of $200 million, right? If you get a one-time infusion of such funds, the best and wise thing to do is to invest it, right? You don't just take the money, put it in your pocket, and go to the market and spend it, because tomorrow it is not going to be there. And so he's suggesting, why don't we empower the farmers, right? Create an agricultural bank where they can go and get a loan, give them startup money. And there's a very high probability one will be able to feed ourselves, and they will bring, pay back the money. So there are a lot of proposals in there, to cut the fraud, the waste, and the abuse. These heavy salaries are as part of the problem that we all complain about. Auditing the legislature, that's part of the problem we complain about. We're taking on a wage bill that we can't afford. We're crushing. We're crushing. I'm getting feedback, but we're crushing under this weight. If you look in this budget, $1.2 billion, aspirational, not possible. Last year you raised around $600 million, right? You had to go and recast, and even then there was a shortfall. Okay, so you raised $600 million. Now it's like you go to school, you try 6th grade, you didn't pass, and then you go back. You say, okay, I'm going to go to the 12th grade now, because I tried 6th grade and not make it. What is the sense in that? Where is how do we do that? How? So $1.2 billion, only $280 million is being put towards everything else. From health, from agriculture, from education, security, everything. The security alone is about $151 million. If you take that out, what else is left to do anything? And so this is really it's mind-boggling. And on top of all this, the government continues to create new agencies. And the creation of new agencies comes with associated financial burdens. So instead of trying to shrink the wage bill, we're actually bloating it further. We're going in the opposite direction. It is untenable. This is unsustainable. And some of the solutions to these things are not that complicated. Like I said, they just require the leadership, the courage to do the right thing. And the little time I have been around Musa, you've been around him longer than I have been. That he's demonstrated the capacity and the willingness to do the right thing. Even if it means, to a personal, sacrifice to himself. Sometimes we come together, simple things like scheduling meetings that will be convenient for us on this side, as opposed to him in being money. Sometimes he's on here at 2:00 in the morning. Yeah. Only because, but that's how it begins with little things, So the CMC is putting out its plan, and they will continue to do this time after time. We'll point out, these deficiencies. Some very simple, very glaring. The Minister of Finance, it comes on. Yeah. He ran a budget of $880 million. He's reporting an outturn of $900 million. $975 million, almost $100 million. Mm-hmm. How does this happen? Unexplained what? Expenditure, maybe like the $10 million that has been spending for you. How are these monies coming in and going out of government? That's right. Accountability, transparency, being responsible to your people. Up to now, nobody's able to explain to us what is happening in FOIA. Why are people going to take pictures only in the night? Why can't they allow people to go in? Journalists are not allowed to go in.
They built Nicodemus Palace.
And Musa is saying he's not here to repair, he's here to disrupt, and he will embarrass them. He will continue to expose them. Right now, Moi is crying foul. The Bong people are gearing up. They're going to go out in the streets. Mm-hmm. They're demanding their bridge, and they're going to get it. The materials are there. We're ready to go.
Yes, so, and And hopefully, by we got another about maybe 30 something more minutes to go. But in that time frame, hopefully, Mr. Toby can be able to give us the news from Bunk County, because I'm hearing what you're saying, Mr. Namwe, and I'm leaning towards that as well.
Maybe Mr. Toby can also add Bapulu too, because Bapulu said July. They drove us from Bapulu.
But nobody asking for design. Nobody asking what can happen for you. I didn't ask for design. When it come to our bridge, that CMC wants to build it, they say they want design, they want topographical study, they want all the different studies. So anyway, yes, but thank you, Mr. Namwe. And let me go to Binta, because she's in Liberia, she's on the ground. You know, they increased the budget to $1 billion, and they want us to be excited. They want us to be happy. And then when it came to the legislature salary, they want us to sit. They want us to be happy because they say, "Oh, we didn't increase it. It stayed the same way." So this is an issue. We see that the legislators in our country, they've made a lot of money over the years, and our PL, the political leader of CMC, is proposing that in order for our country to focus on the people, in order for us to do the work of the Liberian people by giving them good hospitals, good schools, good infrastructure, okay, we have to cap the legislature salary to a 5,000. What are your thoughts about that, Madam Binta?
That first of all, I would like to say this government is crashed. This government crash landed because they have no plan to come to power. The first thing is, if you remember from the start, the length of time they took to start appointing ministers, directors, will tell you that they had no plan when they were coming to power. They thought it was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
They were playing, and they saw themselves somewhere that they had no plan to be. So they crash landed.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So now it's just time, they're just trying to get the pieces together,
Mm-hmm.
but it's so difficult because they are exposed themselves to the public, telling us that they don't know anything about what they are, they don't know anything about where they are occupying. The thing is, you will see this government repeating everything we went against President Weah and his government for.
Yes.
And in fact, they are repeating even more and worse. You understand? Yes. How can you say George Weah know nothing? He don't know anything about governing. And then you, Kim, the Liberian people say you are saying the truth. George Weah and his people don't know anything about, government. Mm-hmm. So you come and govern us better. And then you came not only to repeat what happened in the past that we cry about, but it's to come and do the worst thing. In fact, I don't even know how to describe it.
Yes.
One, the two branches crash landed. The two branches, the legislature and the executive.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because first of all, they came, instead of implementing in the first year, in the first term, all of them came fighting for the second term. So what will you do? How will you get to power when you didn't? Look, what they will be surprised about is the Liberian people. They think stealing our money and keeping it for election will solve the problem, but they are lying.
Mm-hmm.
They are lying. Because Liberian people are different now.
Mm-hmm.
Liberian people have learned from the past.
Yes. Yes.
Because we blame ourselves for being the reason for why all these things are happening, because we know the wrong people and we still go and vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we have graduated from that. I'm now taking myself out. We have graduated from that stage. We are at a stage that we're looking for reality. We are looking for reality. Because a government that cannot protect our people will not come back to power anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This government, during former President Weir time is
Mm-hmm.
when they named me Iron Lady Binta Belete, Facebook Peace Ambassador, because I was writing every day, mentioning President Weir. President Weir, you don't have to do this. You have to do like this. You have to do like that. We were hustling for information. But today, some of us, we are not able to talk because what will happen today, you will say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to write about this one. The one that's going to happen the next day will be even worse than the one you wanted to write about. So you don't know anymore what you have to write about.
Yes.
So definitely you will see the opposition that we are weak, but we are not, because what we hustle for during the past government is what is being exposed everywhere. We don't have to look for it, and we don't have to talk about it because people are seeing it for themselves. So what we're going to say? Nothing. We don't have anything to say because it crashed everywhere. I mean, chakra is scatter.
Yes.
Yeah, seeing it. So if you come to power with lies, I can do this. I have 42 years experience. Being a minister of agriculture does not make you, professional, in the field. Because if you are professional somewhere, if you go to power, where you learn, where you say is your field, is where you're going to, put your effort, at least for them to say, oh, he's not doing the other one better, but at least what he knows is really, really working. But what happening for farmers? Nothing. Every day they're crying for tricycle that were given to them. They're supposed to use it, but they can't even see the tricycle. The tricycle have been diverted to something else. You see people even selling cold water inside. Oh yes. Instead of it being on the farm, they said, some people distributing water because they took the tricycle and sold it to people who not supposed to be. Excuse me. Supposed to be having it.
Thank you.
So it's so difficult, and the budget is fake. I can say that because I remember one political leader on air said that his budget would be in billions, and he gave his analysis. So because this person spoke about $1 billion, so they are not saying they have to be in billion. We are planning for the billion. What's going to happen? How the billion will be used?
Yeah.
Where is the billion coming from before it even be, sent to where it's going?
Yes.
But because they heard, the government have reduced herself to following. That's why you see the beyond CMC. CMC will lead and they will continue to follow us. Because when ground break, somewhere we'll go there, they go there, we'll move from there again. We'll go to another place. So we will force them to do what they're supposed to do for the Liberian people.
That's correct.
It's our resources. They should spend it on us.
Yes.
So CMC is going to make this government to use the Liberian resources to where it's supposed to go. So we will go to the 15 counties and districts to make sure, say they can see. We will show them where the bridges are. We will show them where roads are. We will show them school that they're supposed to build. Because we'll break ground for everything.
The eyes.
We'll break ground for clinics. We'll break ground for schools. We'll break ground for roads. We'll break ground for bridges.
Yes.
So we will lead. CMC will lead. The government will follow. They have reduced themselves to a baby party, 7-month-old party, 18 years, 18 years party in power. 12 years plus 2 is 14. 14 years old is running beyond 7 months old. It's a shame.
Yes. Thank you,
It's a
Binta.
shame. So
we'll see what happened there.
Yeah.
I know. The helping verb is not showing you what to say. You see, when you hear them saying helping verb, it's out of confusion. They are confused and they don't know where to start from. So all they are doing is to run their CMC. And CMC will not get tired. Our political leader is a strong, powerful political leader. He don't give up, and he will carry on everywhere. CMC
That's
will
right.
go.
Thank
CMC
you.
will make this government will work for the Liberian people.
Thank you,
CMC they
Binta.
change.
So I want
It's
to.
not about. It's not just the change in here about CMC. It's not just about the as a political party going to tell the people who will change doing the time will be running. No, the change is also part of making the government to run behind us. Everywhere we
Thank
go,
you.
they will go there.
Thank you.
But look at Bapolu. We were carrying modern bridge to Bapolu. The people went there with guns. They said CMC were not going there, but today, you know what they have there? Metal sheet.
Oh,
Now, when you're raining, nothing to protect the bridge. When you're raining, motorbike or whatsoever, if you're not slow down, you can slide in the water.
yes.
So I don't know what their intention.
So Binta, since we only have a few minutes, actually, we have the show ends at 8:30.
Okay.
So we have about maybe 22 or 20 so minutes. I wanted to just move on if I can, because we'll be discussing this whole issue. There were so many things, so many great points that you made. We accused the CDC government before for building all those apartments. We have built 40 apartments. Here we are.
Travel.
Yes,
a lot.
Exactly, a lot.
So if you compare, we are 6 years traveling with this government, 2 years traveling, there might be more than we are 6 years traveling.
Yes. So all of those things happen. And then now the Unity Party government is saying, okay, they want us to celebrate Victoria. They want us to say, oh, they increased the budget.
To benefit who?
That's the point that I want Miss Victoria Santulu to answer, because what is it in it for our people? Mr. Namwe already said, we got recurring wage bill, a huge significant amount of the money going to the people who are in the offices. What is in there for our people, for the healthcare, for the education, for the infrastructure of our country? Majority of the people, what's in it for them? So do you want to just reflect on that a little bit before we go into our closing remarks?
Yeah. So thank you so much. So like everyone keeps saying, right? Okay, Unity Party, because they are party, instead of being the government of Liberia right now, they are party, because the people here coming, they are about to build headquarters or groundbreaking.
Yeah.
How you are sitting government and then you concerned about building headquarters?
Yeah.
You have a whole mansion. You have a whole mansion. And you're not concerned about staying in the mansion and building upon the Liberia resources or Liberia success, but you want to go build. So it just, you know what it's showing? It's showing some sort of segregation. That's what I see it. They don't see themselves as government, that they are leading us. They see themselves still as, maybe opposition, or even though they are in position, but they're still fighting. Like I mentioned, like I had never seen people to be. I never seen a situation where you are a winner, but you are an angry winner.
Angry winner. That's it.
You already win and you are leading, but then you in competition, so much competition with all the opposition. Why you lead? It's not even close to election yet. If it was okay, campaign has opened, I would understand. But see what they are doing. They're already preparing for campaign at the early stage and forgetting about the Liberian people. That is so. And what they usually want us to celebrate, it doesn't call for celebration, but they want us to celebrate. They are so content. Easily to be happy with little things. And when you are content, it's hard for you to be ambitious and be content at the same time. That's what causing the problem. Little things excite them, and then they just satisfy with it. Oh, this is progress. And they want everybody to believe that it's progress. No, it's not. And I understand a couple of weeks ago, we kind of celebrated them that, the issue about the 3-year stay visa. We did that because it was a progress, because it was never like that. And somebody have actually made significant effort for us to get there. But then guess what? We shouldn't have celebrated that much, because first of all, if you don't have food to eat, how will you afford visa fee? Yeah. So those are things that Unity Party will want us to actually celebrate to our neck. And it doesn't call for celebration. Their budget increase, especially by you putting on the actual budget with the description. The budget even got description. The only numbers, I want to see numbers. Numbers to go towards this, and the tiniest numbers are the one we are seeing for the most important aspect of living or livelihood. So it's so sad that our government is so content. And this is going to happen for a very long time, because every little thing that doesn't even worth celebration or benefit the Liberian people, they celebrate it. They think they are making progress. So if you're making a mistake and you don't know you're making a mistake, tell me how you're going to rectify it. So that's the problem with Liberia right now.
Because you don't even see your mistakes.
You don't see it. Yeah, that's what I have to contribute.
Thank you.
Just before, because we already done. Miss Benta, I want to say that we accept your challenge. I want to do this for that. Your challenge tonight of what you are wearing.
Oh, yes.
And the next show is a challenge. We're coming in the nothing like that. So
yes, you look beautiful in that African garb.
Well, Peter and I, we just sitting here now. We know what you're talking about. I mean,
I beg you.
So we're gonna, and I heard that challenge loud and clear. It's gonna come back. It's gonna be a regular face here, and I appreciate how and if we all work together, put our best foot forward, push the limit, and that's what we're doing on this show. So we're gonna move towards our closing, and I will start by Mr. Tobe, who also may have some interesting news for us. So you can please incorporate that into your interesting news about to us, and then go to Mr. Namba, and then we'll go to Ms. and then we'll go to Ms. And I'll be the last person to say goodbye to our audience. So I tell you, thank you for joining us. It's been so wonderful. I hope you're sharing the joint conversation. Leading Liberia now.
Yeah, so let me again pick up from where all of you have stopped, especially on the allocation aspect and the issue raised by Honorable Musa Hassan Belete on the recap or the salary or what have you from the level of the national legislature. If you go back to the budget in 2005, the legislature alone had 41.3 million that they spent just in 2005. In this budget year, they've increased that money to 51.7 million in the 2006 budget. And they're asking Liberians to celebrate when Liberians are struggling, with $150 as the take-home pay, while lawmakers are making more than $5,000. I hope this time around, those who the Liberian people voted for will join Mr. Belete to speak to the conscience of those Liberians at the House of Representatives and that of the Liberian Senate, to think about the Liberian people, to think about the growth of this country. It should not just be about them taking huge salary, and with other things that come along with the salary at the disadvantage of the Liberian people. This is something very troubling every time we talk about it. This is not the first time it's been proposed that the lawmakers should reduce the salary. I hope as a political leader, Honorable Belete will mobilize his colleagues to see reason that this time around, the interests of the Liberian people should be put first. If you also look in the budget between 2024 to 2026 under the office of President Joseph Juma Boakai, they've budgeted 282 million just for his office. Can you imagine, just between 2024 to 2026? But the civil servants in our country are still earning a non-living wage, because that is not a wage. We call that one a non-living wage of 150, and that is way below what a lot of them take home in their offices. Not a single factory has been built in this country to create jobs. There are a lot of jobless youth. The monies that end up in the big shots' pocket, some of them taking 9,000, while civil servant making 150. Some of them making 15,000 in the offices, while civil servants are making 150. It is at their pleasure that they've formulated a budget, again at the disadvantage of the already sovereign Liberian people. We hope those who are scrutinizing the budget will not put politics in this budget, because they put money in the budget for the political activities for election. Those who are sitting on top of the budget that are making allocation here to ministry, to this one for infrastructure, this one for road, this one to education, there are a lot of behind the scene conversation with the head of those ministries and agencies. There are too many alleged kickbacks that goes to the planners of this budget. Liberians should now look deep into the budget conversation like the CMC has done, and to make sure that the budget benefit the Liberian. It should be people-sensitive budget and not individual-sensitive budget. Before I close tonight, I know we're closing now, and I'm closing at my end. The conversation around the breach in Bond County is getting very interesting, and the CMC will build the breach. From all indication,
okay.
The president office has gotten involved. The president, Minister of State, had a conversation.
Breaking news! You open your ears. Sorry, Mr. Toby. Breaking news.
The president, Minister of State, had a conversation today with the Minister of Public Works. Our political leader were being called several times today in relation to the breach. The Minister of Public Works has reached out to the senator of the county, Senator Moi. Senator Moi today placed a call to honorability, showing him and asking him to not move the material. So between the next few days, we hope to see a communication from the Ministry of Public Works to undo the stay of breach project. But that is the current stage of the conversation. So again, it is with them. We've already planned to move the materials, but the situation in the county is getting tense. So like all of the stakeholders have gotten signaled. So the president's office is now involved with the breach conversation. The Minister of Public Works is now reaching out, and we are looking for, when I spoke to the PR after his briefing today, he said we will build a breach. So it is confident that there are behind the scene conversation, and we are looking forward to that. It is not the pleasure of the CMC to remove those materials out of the county, but again, we hope that what all we are hearing in the conversation from the office of the president to the county senator, to the representative, to the Ministry of Public Works, even the vice president has been placing call between the corridors to make sure that the corridor, yeah, let Musa Bay his bridge. So that's how they're saying it now. So we hope that they would let Musa Bay his bridge, so the people of Bono County can get that relief out. The parents who are crying every day and complaining and wanting that bridge bill will feel very hurt to see us remove the material from the county. And I'm sure they are putting some very serious pressure on the county authority to make sure that the bridge, project can stay in the county. But these are the ongoing conversation at the meeting, and where we are. I just thought to share the information with the team on the panel, so that we can all keep looking forward. We are not off yet until all other conversation around the hurricanes failed. But from the intervention we are getting, it's like we are staying in Bono County, and there seems to be some very good signal that we will stay there for a very longer time.
Gives approval for these big.
I say cool.
Sorry. Thank you. That was sorry. I was trying to put a closing video up a mistake.
Oh.
So we're gonna go on to Sanami to do his closing, and then Binda, and then Vicky, and then we're gonna end the show. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Smith-Toby. Are you finished? Did you finish?
Yes, I'm done. I just thought to share, that final stage of the information, so we'll all go to bear on it and see what happened tomorrow.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Mr. Lambert.
Thank you, Doc. And I hope my trolls are still up and they're watching the show. Breaking news. We're gonna build that bridge, right? We're gonna build that bridge.
Breaking news. I wish I had something to put. Breaking news.
Exactly. So while they are being preoccupied with minimalist, painting, ministerial complex, and celebrating, we're building bridges, and we're gonna play Catch Me If You Can. They will chase us around the country. From there, we're moving to Bassa. We're moving to the southeast. They will have to chase us around the country. We will force them to develop our country.
Amen.
So, absolutely. So we're going to build that bridge. But thank you all very much tonight. It's been a beautiful day all around, from this morning, from what happened in Liberia, to our colleagues coming on, coming to sit with us and actually sharing the news with us from the horse's mouth. And so we know it's pretty late in Liberia, so thank you very much. We appreciate the courtesy. I want to thank also our audience who have been staying with us. Some have been very, very generous towards us. Some have been not so generous, but it's all part of the process. It's all part of the process. We enjoy your comments. Thank you very much. So look, CMC, we know we're doing things differently. We're new on the block. The PL's background, which we are not shy about, he's a Mandingo man, he's Muslim. But we believe that the politics of today are built on your deeds. What have you done for me lately? We're betting on that, and we're betting on that, singing and running towards 2029. We will shock the world. We know even before our first convention, our naysayers started writing our obituary even before we went to our first convention. We know that. And those are the things that drive us. We're not perturbed by all of these little side comments and all of that. Our people are benefiting and they're happy. Go talk to Bum people or go talk to Bapulu people and come back and come and troll us and tell us we're helping Verb or we're going nowhere. So well, I'm very excited. It's been great being with you all. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go to Miss Binta Ability. You want to do your closing, and then we'll come all the way to Miss Sandulu. Zulu.
Okay, Dad, thank you so much. I'll close on this, like Mr. Nangbe said, in Liberia, people always say, what have you done? What have you done for the country, or what have you done for us? CMC will not be part of those political parties that will be asking, what have you done? And the good thing is, even when you go mobilize, they will bring food to you and show everything. Oh, they met build a bridge in Lima, they met did one, they met did that. So we'll have lots of that, for people to be showing us what CMC have done. So we will not be part of those. They will be asking, what have you done? And I will close on saying again that, the auxiliary is there to mobilize members and turn over to the party. So we have a planned turning over program that we're going to make very big because we got enough people. We are mobilized and we'll be turning over to the party. We're still working with the party. Yeah, we're still working with the party to accept our date, maybe the next appearance, but then they have show us the date. Then we'll be able to announce that. And, you will see what they already have done on that day next month. Thank you very much. Good night to every one of you. It was good being here, and I look forward to coming more often, forward to share our thoughts. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Binta. Madam Zulu?
Thank you so much. I will start with Madam Binta. Please come back.
Yes.
Yeah, please come back. Yeah, I told you would like it here. It's comfortable here. It's good here. You hear a lot of good news and a lot of breaking news like we just heard. So you would like it here. Please come back. And thank you so much for what you are doing in Liberia. Yeah, you do it. Yeah, and we look forward. We look forward to that launcher. To all of our LRB team, I want to again applaud you for being here this late. This is sacrifice. I mean, this is just amazing. When I think about what time it is in Liberia right now, I want to say thank you to Henry and Sue, Mr. Toby. I want to say thank you so much. And for the presentation today too, guiding the PL, everything, the setup, the organization, it was so unique. I want to say thank you for that too. And everyone else. Mr. Langway, you're on fire. Come back too. Thank you so much for your contribution, everyone.
Thank you too, Madam Chair. Thank you very much. You're on fire. You're on fire too.
And everyone too that is watching, I want to say thank you, Lawrence, Yene. Your question, please come back. Come back tomorrow. Always come here. We'll answer your question. Sorry that we are closing, and you post your question. You say, if the CMC wins the presidency, what is one key initiative or project that the CMC is considering launching and completing for the benefit of the Liberian people?
Cap salary. We told you cap salary to 5,000.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
20%.
Lasso Kroma, you said you following, and good morning, Madam Diaspora Global Chair. Good morning to you, brother. You said that twice. And everyone else that is watching, thank you. Please come back. Come back, and you're going to get good news. And I'm so excited now for the closing statement of Mr. Toby. It's something that we've been hoping for. I mean, to be quite honest, just taking our things and leaving, it wouldn't have been any problem, or it doesn't seem to be a problem for somebody that's trying to help Liberia. But the people, these women, the last time when I watched the video, when they were crying, how they really needed, people were making, comments like, they had the kids take the backpacks, the copybooks and books, put it in the backpack. I don't know if they put it on their head or what part of their body they will put it on. Then they swim in the water just to seek education. That was sad. So if this didn't work, Liberian people, I would really be happy, because it's about the people, not about who is a big shot or who is trying to run a competition. This is not competition. This is for the Liberian people. And Mr. Toby, that news, I look forward to it. I look forward to that news very, very greatly. Thank you, everyone. And I close. Thank you. I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to close by just showing this video. If you're interested in being a part of CMC in transforming Liberia, join us. There's different ways that we all have interest in transforming Liberia. We have chosen to go to the political party route. Some people go towards sending a barrel to Liberia every year. Some people do other things, but this is our choice. So, but join us if you want to contribute to a fast-moving transformation of Liberia. And you can do as many, that your choice. So remember that song, We can do as many. So let me just play this. I love this video. I think whoever put this together did a marvelous job in terms of public relations and communications. Here we go.
And you were here all what you didn't want to hear. Come with me. CMC.
We are the fastest being political party.
CMC.
We are united.
CMC.
And reliable.
CMC.
We are the best you can trust.
CMC.
We are the key to this country's success.
And CMC.
We are the citizen movement for change.
Join the movement. So today I'm here with.
Absolutely. Wasn't that beautiful? I want to end with that. So join us, CMC. You see all the young people. They're the future of Liberia. So thank you so much. We'll see you. Come here tomorrow. I want to be here, but come here tomorrow. We'll be here. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Yeah, but Mr. Toby not changed our schedule around. So
okay.
Yeah, we'll schedule. Wednesday will take Wednesday. I will not be here. Miss Vicky will not be here, but Mr. Toby and the team will be here. So thank you. And you can join as well. You would love to have you. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Our song.
Yes, so I'll not forget. Yes. Oh, where is it? Where is it? They finish ending the live. Well, they finish ending.
Oh, but then that's fine. That's fine.
They're not coming.
CMC for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. It's a man. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, yes, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.